many jobs that can be created just in the one studio alone. You're talking about thousands and thousands of jobs, very high-paying jobs. So we want to create as much opportunity for as many people as possible. We want to uncover new and exciting talent. There's so many amazing storytellers out there and so many amazing stories to be told. So for me, as an artist, I'm trying to encourage as many people as possible to pursue their dream if it's in film and television.
What movie was it that you filmed in Nevada so far?
The first film that I filmed here was a movie called Family Plan for Apple and Skydance. And then we should be starting filming another film here if things go well in the next month or so.
Aside from the film projects, you've been a presence in Las Vegas and Southern Nevada now for, a couple of years now. What about Southern Nevada made you fall in love with it?
Everything about it. I don't know. I just feel very much at home here. There's a great sense of community. Wonderful schools, great housing. Many people that I work with in many different capacities have all kind of moved here with us, and we're all thriving. And just to be welcomed with open arms, I thought, people welcome me in a very generous way, and I wanted to, show my gratitude and appreciation, and bring something to the equation as well. So with the first film, we moved the film from Los Angeles to Nevada, and I just wish I made the move sooner.
I oppose this for many of the reasons. Ditto the previous callers. Excellent testimony. I just don't really like the fact that we are picking winners and losers and having favorites and so forth. I do like the economic impacts of a movie studio. It's certainly not the same as a stadium. However, I do believe that we got to make things more fair. I think I just lost my point. It does work very well in the Las Vegas area in many ways. So please do what you can, and hopefully we can make other investments that really matter, such as obviously mass transit, because getting around in and out of the movie studio really matters as well. Yield my time. Great pleasure.
Thank you very much. Additional callers in opposition?
My name is Annette Magnus, and I'm the Executive Director of Battleborn Progress, here today in opposition of SB 496. I want to make it very clear, we are not opposed to business nor diversifying our economy. We have been very consistent on these issues over the years. Growing and diversifying our economy is important and necessary, and we have talked about the need of new revenue for years now. We agree with jobs coming here, especially for our union family. What we are opposed to is yet another handout for a multi-million-dollar company when those investments could go to our schools, healthcare system, affordable housing, infrastructure, mental health crisis, or literally anything else that are critical needs to Nevadans. We don't do this for regular people in Nevada. Regular people are struggling to buy homes and keep roofs over their heads for their families. Meanwhile, we are telling corporations to come here for the cheap, and we'll foot the bill. We have been here before. I've seen this my entire life in this state. We went through this with Allegiant Stadium, where proponents assured us that they will build it. If we build it, they will come, and it wouldn't cost the Nevada taxpayers very much at all. We went through it with Faraday Futures. That collapsed quickly. We discussed it last session with innovation zones, and we saw that scam play out. And now we're here again talking about giving the Oakland Athletics even more public tax dollars on yet another stadium. I have to ask again, like I did the other night, when are we going to learn? This bill is just another example. I would like to ask this body when we will give the same energy to talking about bringing businesses here because of our excellent education system and stellar infrastructure, instead of begging businesses to come here through tax credits and abatements. I have come to learn that in this building, the actual Nevada way is about putting businesses and wealthy CEOs over the backbone of our economy, which are my neighbors and our residents across the state. We offer these abatements and credits at the expense of our communities, the community I grew up in. I am beyond frustrated and tired. If you want to bring your business here, then please do. Please do it on your own and at your own expense, and stop using our communities to fund it. I'm tired of this song and dance every session. And yes, we will absolutely must look at the costs and ballot sheets for this. Please oppose SB 496. Thank you for your time.
I oppose this bill because simply it decreases the incentive for people to assimilate to our country. In order to assimilate to our country, you have to know English. You have to have one common language that everybody else knows, just like my relatives who know 2 languages and have to learn English to come to the United States. I thought in order to become a voter, you have to be a U.S. citizen and you have to have some level of knowledge of English. So how does this make sense? I mean, how are people supposed to believe that non-citizens are not voting in these elections? Furthermore, there are many organizations, such as Make the Road Nevada, where I've seen Craigslist ads that pay people to pump these agendas and continue to shill for illegal aliens. I don't support that, and I have every suspect to believe that what they're doing is really supporting a invasion, and it is giving more power to non-citizens. So therefore, I oppose this bill. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your testimony. I do want to remind anyone who testifies that it's fine to speak about the bill, but I don't want any personal attacks against people or organizations. So thank you. Broadcasting, is there anyone else on the phone lines?
There has been a lot of accusation that there's been a lot of election fraud in the last several years. Well, I have a good feeling, based on my observation, that those accusations may not be as true. I was at a town hall with many of the state legislatures 2 weekends ago. And it's kind of interesting that those people who claim there's election fraud, despite spreading the word that there's going to be a town hall meeting with state legislature, there was a school board trustee, county commissioner, none of them showed up. Just to say that, if you want the masses to believe that there's election fraud and a lot of people are not getting their voices heard, people are disgusted, aren't you supposed to show at these town hall meetings? Aren't you supposed to be active so people can get an idea that people are dissatisfied with what's going on? Well, it makes me think twice. It makes me believe that a lot of these claims are not as true as I was led to believe. And this is what I told Commissioner Sickerblom. Where were these people who were complaining? When I was at the town hall, we had a good, productive meeting. We had disagreements. We were able to agree on a lot of things. We were able to have good, productive conversations, and that's what it's supposed to be. In fact, you should always support the people who disagree with you. Many of these organizations who testified in support, I disagree with them, but we can come together, work with a lot of issues, such as the stadium issue, the film production issue. We can still get things done. And if you are constantly out there complaining, oh, these elections are just, forget them, worthless, just complain, well, you have yourself to blame, because if you're not canvassing, if you're not participating, then I don't want to keep hearing this. You have the power, let's just go with that logic, if there is fraud, to work so hard to change the election results. People still have power. Of course they do. Now, I can tell you why things are messed up, things are kind of dysfunctional. It's because we have a campaign finance structure which needs to change, and not to mention we have local government structure that needs to be updated. I suggest you look at states like Massachusetts, Virginia, Rhode Island, Connecticut, that have city governments that can actually function as counties. But anyway,
Mr. Hojjaty, I'm sorry, you have exceeded your 2 minutes.
Thank you so much.
Can you please wrap it up?
I'm done.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm done. You hit good timing. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And thank you so much for calling in and participating this entire session. I really appreciate your activism. So thank you again. Broadcasting